You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. Hello, how are we all doing? Very good. Some people very excited, some people... Do you know why you're here? Yes, okay, very polite, very good, very good. And you're just snapping away. Lovely. Do you know this man? No, brilliant, okay. Who here listens to the pod? That is not enough people for this to be justified as an event, but that's fine. Who here's never listened to this pod before? Okay, then we need to ask the question, why are you here? Should we come to this middle row here? What's your name, man in the middle? Andy. Hi, Andy. Can everyone say hi to Andy?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. What brings you here? Why are you here?
My friends recommended it.
Oh! Do your friends listen to the pod?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
It would be weird if they didn't. Lovely. Who are you here with, Andy?
So I'm here with my friends, Denny, Johnny, Toby, Rosie and Sam.
Why are these two sat away from the group?
I don't know, they made
What have you done? Is it the hat? What does your hat say? What does your hat say? It's a Taylor Swift hat. Which album? Okay, I can see why you're over there. No, that's fine. No, that's absolutely fine. Okay, lovely. But you've never heard the pod before. Okay, so how do I describe what this podcast is about? Have you ever listened to This American Life? Okay, no, that's good, because it's nothing like that podcast. It's not. What are your interests, Andy? What are your interests? We have nothing but time to answer this question, Andy.
I like performing, actually.
You like performing? Get out, Andy. Fuck off. I like to perform. Perform what? What kind of performance?
Clown. I've done clown.
It does just get worse, doesn't it? I think you should go over with them, if I'm honest. You're a clown. Did you go to France and do the clown training? You did. And did you just sit in a room with that Frenchman and he just beat you down emotionally and physically? Okay, and now how's it going?
It's alright, yeah.
Oh, okay, it definitely sounds worth it then. No, yeah, that's lovely. Do you have a clown name?
Do you know, I don't actually. I just go by Andy.
Just Andy, not even Andy the clown. Just Andy. When you clown, what kind of stuff are you doing?
Usually quite like dry and camp.
Okay,
at the same
it's a
time.
dry camp clown. I'm right here, Andy. Feels rude, feels personal. Right, Annie, let me tell you what the premise of the show is. Every episode, I'm joined by a wonderful guest. And it's a delight this time because we have three wonderful guests, all my very best friends, and we've got quite a deep, rich history and lore that we will get into. But every guest, they come on and we have a little drink together. And it's a drink that they enjoy, that they like to have as a little treat. What would your drink of choice be, Andy, if you got to choose any drink?
If I had to choose, it would be a pina colada.
Oh, a pina colada. I don't think you're a dry clown at all. I think you're fun. You're wild, Andy. So you'd have a pina colada. Why a pina colada? You like it fruity and creamy? Basically, yes. Lovely. Okay. So then once we've had a pina colada, right, what we do is we talk about something that you're passionate about. So what are you passionate about, Andy, besides clowning? Because I'd kill myself. What... What else are you passionate about?
I don't know if it's any better, but I'm quite passionate about poetry as well.
Try again. What would your topic be if you had to pick something to talk about that you're really say you had to do a TED talk about something right now? What would it be on?
Oh gosh, dogs.
Dogs? Just dogs? Favourite kind of dog?
Labradors.
Oh, okay, no, she's got the answers. Okay, good. Okay, lovely. All right, you just like a dog.
Yeah.
Lovely. So we've had a pina colada, we talk about dogs. That is actually the entire show, basically. So does that sound enticing?
Sounds lovely.
Oh, doesn't that sound lovely? Sounds like a lovely time, doesn't it? Raise your hands again if you have listened to the pod, if you're a frequent listener. You do, and you are a listener. Oh, okay, lovely. Okay, lovely. Then you should know someone has already done dogs, so maybe think about, you're not really a true fan. And you've listened to the pod as well. Hello, what's your name?
Laura.
Laura. Hello, Laura. How long are you a long-time fan?
Yeah, like it's good for when we're driving.
It's good for when you're driving. Love. Yeah, it's not so exciting that you're like but it's not so dull that you fall asleep and like crash the car. Have you had a particular favourite episode thus far?
I like to go to pets.
Oh well, you're gonna fucking gemjue this episode. You are. You're not gonna believe who's at the back right now howling like a fucking lesbian banshee. Okay. Little treat just for you, Laura. You sit back and relax. Well, thank you all so much for coming at midnight on a actual Tuesday. Fucking weird, if I'm honest with you. But so glad to have you here. Shall we get our guests on? Yes, okay, lovely. Sorry, I'm just looking at the man over there being like, you genuinely want to be here? Yes, lovely. Okay, I'm just going to keep checking on you because I think it's nice. You've got to watch out for your boys. Right. We'll get our first guest on. We're going to introduce this guest because he's the only person on tonight who hasn't done the pod yet. So this is his first time on the pod. Please make some noise for the wonderful Huge Davies! Milk it. No, go on. Have a lovely seat. Do you not have a drink, babes? Oh, okay, lovely. Oh, who doesn't have a drink?
Wait, which one is this a lager shandy?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Next, we'll welcome on a guest who I believe we talked about Pussycat Dolls for an entire hour. Please welcome Olga Koch. Where's she going? Oh, your drink is back there. There we go. Okay, lovely. And finally, oh my God, hold on to your seat. Oh my God. When she was on, we wanted to have a milkshake and there was a fuck up, and so we just had a sensible mug of water. And then we talked about football. No, really, we talked about football for a whole hour. Please welcome Chloe Pett. Hiya. Oh my God, thanks for being here, guys.
No problem.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited too.
Good. It's just nice to get clarification from all three of you. Hello. Is anyone here aware that we are part of a comedy quartet called Joy Multiplication?
Okay.
Okay. It's very nice that you've all come just to support the arts, but you have no idea what's going on. That's absolutely fine. So we all met each other at Soho Theatre doing comedy.
2015?
Yeah.
I think so,
Yep.
in that basement.
Nearly a decade ago.
We did a course in how to do stand-up comedy, which was basically 10 weeks of someone who is now a commentator for GB News showing us how to take the microphone out of the stand and then put it back in again.
All four of us, the technique was taught to us by now a huge part of the GB News team.
Yeah.
Were you taught? So this has been a topic of discussion for me recently. I was taught to rest my mic just here on my chin. Were you taught that?
Who taught you
Did that
that?
not give you acne?
Well, no. I don't have a problem with acne.
Okay.
I was told
Humble brag.
Sorry to brag on the pod, but I don't have a problem with acne. I don't know what other people are struggling with.
Who's told you to rest it on your chin?
I don't know. Someone just said keep it there, and then it's out of your thoughts. It's just on your chin.
It's
It's just sort of one thing that you don't have to think about.
Are you telling me that every time we've seen you on stage, your microphone's been here? Oh,
Yeah.
that feels very
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
These guys have noticed, right? Yeah, and then some people tweet me. Some people tweet me saying, "Why is your mic on your chin?" Why do you have such small hands? That's what people tweet me.
Is it a certain commentator on GB News? And he's like, that's not what I taught
It's
you to
Andrew
do.
Doyle, yeah. It is
Andrew prevails. He prevails everything I do. Andrew taught me to take the microphone and put it into the spoon of my keyboard. He said, that's the only way you can do it. I've been doing it
Told
ever
me to
since.
put mine up my butt.
Whoa. Whoa.
Too soon?
Too soon.
Maybe soon, not soon enough. I don't know.
We think
should have opened with anal.
Yeah.
Should have
we
opened with anal. And then, once we all knew how to use microphones, we decided to start a night together. Now, do you remember what we were originally planning to call the night before we settled on joy multiplication?
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact wording, but I think it was something to do with Gertrude Stein.
It was the Gertrude Stein Memorial Society.
Was she dead?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure who she is. If you told me she was the one who didn't make it into Girls Aloud before Javine, then I'd have been like, yeah, I feel really bad for her.
But then we went with Joy Multiplication, which
Yeah.
was the first one. That was the first one we chose, and then we went through about 15.
Does anyone in the crowd know why we called it Joel multiplication? Anyone? Any guesses? Is it just any guesses as to why that is?
Joy Division?
It's a pun.
So it's a pun on Joy Division. But then we all came out to the Fringe, and then we saw someone had it was Pippa Evans at a show.
Yeah, and her show was
Yeah.
No,
called,
it was called Joy Provision.
Yeah.
We were like,
which is a much
much
better pun
better
than Joy
name.
Division.
Yeah.
Much better.
I wanted to kill myself. We spent
Yeah.
like literally an hour and a half deciding what the
I
name
seem
was.
to remember
Crazy.
we also were pondering calling it Mirth Canal. But of course, that's too close to the
That's
already
really
existing.
upset me.
Yeah.
There's already Mirth Control,
Yeah.
which is already established.
Great.
That's why we didn't go
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Oh my
it.
god, birth control is a pun on birth control.
You didn't realise mirth control was birth control? Oh my god.
Because the thing, Mirth Control is a comedy agency, and all of the acts that they represent, they all have to prove that they are on the pill.
Can you imagine saying, yeah, my representation is birth control? On like a visa application.
I'm being taken over by mirth control. Yeah, okay, cool. Take me seriously.
And then we put on Joy Multiplication, originally somewhere in Dalston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Dalston. Then I think we moved to King's Cross for a little bit. These are places in London. We're very cultured. And then, did we bring it back during the pandemic? Is that what rebooted?
We did a Zoom.
We did a Zoom.
We've always had a WhatsApp group.
We always had, well, it was a Facebook Messenger group. And then we got with the times. And now, I don't know, what is it now? It's just for...
It's a WhatsApp group.
It's a WhatsApp
group that has yearly trips to Airbnbs
It's a hot tub.
and
It's-
hot tubs.
Oh, we'll get to the hot tub.
Okay.
We'll get to the hot tub. Hello, Olga.
Yes.
Hi. Have your feelings changed about the Pussycat Dolls since you were on the pod?
If anything, I love them even more.
We actually got our first hate comment because
Oh my
of
God,
that
what did they say?
episode. Because apparently, in our episode talking about the Pussycat Dolls, people didn't think that we were treating the rest of the band with respect. And
Okay.
we're only treating Nicole with respect, and apparently we were tearing down women.
No, listen to me. When the other members of the Pussycat Dolls have a stellar West End run and a transfer to Broadway, when Lewis Hamilton, when they start single-handedly One Direction on X Factor, maybe they can get the respect.
I dispute that, but
All
that's
This
right.
is
okay.
so
Let's
interesting.
discuss.
Chloe
No?
was telling me
Please.
this just the other day.
Do you think that was fake?
Yeah.
Do you all know what we're talking about? The video of Nicole Scherzinger selecting all the members of One Direction
On the
and,
X Factor,
and grouping them
when they
together and
all
saying they
auditioned.
should be a band, and allegedly she's the one who created them.
Oh,
Counterpoint, please.
Yes, no, I've misremembered. I think I want to defend her. I don't want to defend Louis Walsh. I got them confused.
And everyone does.
Very similar vibes, Nicole and Louis. Nicole and Louis, very similar vibes, actually. I've always said it.
I just think she has a lot of achievements under her belt. She voiced the character in Moana. I mean, she's just got a CV that the other
Which
girlinas
character?
don't have.
Which one of Moana?
Is she like the mom?
She was Moana's mum.
The chicken. She was the chicken.
Yeah. That requires a lot of vocal range to cluck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, she was Moana's mum. She does have a wealthy... Could anyone here name a Pussycat doll that isn't Nicole? Well done, Melody.
Whoa.
Confidently said from the back.
Who's the blonde one?
Which
you
one?
You worked with one of them.
Kimberly!
Well, there's Kimberly, but there's also
No.
Ashley.
I probably would have guessed Ashley. if you-
Ashley tried to do the whole big in the UK thing, right?
She very nearly succeeded because she did I'm a Celeb and came second to the
Wow.
lady who plays Janine Butcher on EastEnders. and then she
Didn't stand a chance.
No, she didn't. Then she was on a little show that for some reason had like 4 series on Channel 4 called The Jump, where the premise was it's celebrities doing winter sports. And she lost the jump off where they did the ski jump.
What do you mean you lose
She
it?
only cleared 4 meters. And then...
I think like with a run up I could do more than 4 meters.
You what?
I think with a run up I could jump more than 4 meters.
Is this being
Yeah.
recorded? I would
Yes.
like
How
to
long
play
is it?
back on this.
Yeah.
Well, fine, come on.
We'll get you to
Go
do
on,
it.
go up your
Well, how
butt.
much is 4 meters?
I'll count it out and then you
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
You go for that, yeah. With a run up, I would say that this room is what, 2 meters long?
2 meters long.
Yeah, it's 2 meters. Like on the podcast, you listen, we're in a box. That's why there's so few people here.
Chloe, how tall are you? Just lie down.
What's your stride, Chloe?
I don't know. Do you know your stride?
I'd say you've got a meter stride on you. So just like from there, walk 4 steps
It's like
this
16 Huge's dicks.
way. No, you can't.
I can't tell if that's
You
a neg or a
can't- Don't go
compliment.
that
Yeah,
way
neither
because you
can
might
I.
fly into a chair. Yeah. Yeah.
You were quite authoritative on the meter.
Oh, you've seen a meter before. Okay.
Ew.
So that's one.
You can keep
Yeah.
your eye on Chloe's foot to where that is. and mark
Yeah,
that
yeah,
out.
yeah. Okay, I've got it. I've got the spot. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this being
I can see where it is.
Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this
For
is
audio.
absolute
and,
useless.
and visual.
Where's
Yeah.
the camera?
I'm not entirely sure. It might be on my person.
I reckon it's from just where the rug is to here.
Okay.
All right, let's go. We're doing the sports commentary on this.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So it's finally time for Huge Davies to...
He's nimble. He's stretched.
He's fully run into the bar.
This might be a fire hazard.
Oh, it's like a... Oh, you want a countdown? Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh! That was actually...
That was good.
Yeah.
That worked.
It was fucking 4.5 meters, bro. 4.5 meters.
Cheers to that, buddy.
Yeah, well done.
Such a long jump.
Independent adjudicator, would you say that was 4 meters?
Oh,
Okay.
how dare you? How very dare you? Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you
On
go.
behalf
That's
of my
something. Ashley could never. Would you like to be in the Pussycat Dolls?
I'd like to be in Paris, winning a bronze medal.
Even in Hugh's dreams, he's winning bronze. God bless this little boy.
Did you see Raygun, the Australian breakdancer?
Oh yeah, for sure. Ashley.
Smash or pass?
Smash or pass.
What,
Yeah.
so what went on?
How
Like,
dare you look at me for that? As if
I'm so glad we've brought this. You all know Raygun, the Australian breakdancer. So,
37
do you
years
think-
young. Thank you very much.
Good for her. She has a PhD in, is it cultural dance?
Cultural movement. I would
Cultural movement. And there's a conspiracy going around that she somehow sort of like manipulated her way into the Olympics.
say. By being incredible at breakdancing.
When did she do that? Have you seen the video of her doing
I've
it?
seen her. I've seen a meme which is her on some grass and someone saying, "My dog when it sees fox move." So and then I sort of from context gleaned that she was the breakdancer. But I have a
Yes.
very low cringe factor. So like if something's really cringy, I can't watch it. I have to turn it off.
What is that? The
And
minimum
Chloe
of the
has yet to
cringe?
see me do stand-up comedy.
So yeah, I find I just couldn't watch it because it's really bad. Is that what's going on?
Was it when she hopped like a kangaroo?
To honor her ancestors from Australia.
Yes.
It's part of her culture.
There
how
was
they
one
catch them
part
out
where
there.
she
That's how they
pretended to
catch
get
them.
like stabbed by a stingray. It was actually so beautiful. Yeah. Can I ask a sincere question? Do you think that she'd be getting as much criticism online if it was a man?
Look, I do think that sexism is real, misogyny exists, of course. And can that be on record, please?
Let's hear out both sides.
I do just think when something's that shit, it kind of goes beyond the... Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it had been a bloke, then you'd just be like, that's still shit.
What I will say, though, is that... the breaking, the sport, was only supposed to be at the Olympics this one time, and it was already, like, not approved for, like, the next Olympics in LA. Right. But now people are starting a rumour that she did so badly, she has single-handedly
saved
removed
breakdancing.
She saved breakdancing.
No, you bring it back just for the banter, because Olympics, like, it's good PR for the Olympics, right, isn't it?
I mean, yes, but okay, so if we're putting in someone who's purposefully bad at dancing, then why aren't we asking Julia Stiles from Save the Last Dance to come in and do her routine at the end on the chair?
Podcasting next year is a sport.
If that was a
So
sport...
you think you're funny finals?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
100%.
of course. Chloe?
Yes.
Have your feelings changed in any way about football since you did the pod?
If anything, they've only deepened.
Good.
Yeah. I've been so good. I was so good this summer at the Euros because I didn't even cry at the final.
Did you not?
I didn't cry.
And England was in the final.
England was in the final, and
I knew
every
that.
other time we've got knocked out of a tournament, I've cried. And this time, I don't know, I just felt so peaceful. I was just like, this is okay. I'm just going to look at the thing I fear the most and be peaceful with this.
What's meant for you won't pass by you.
Thank you.
Nicole Scherzinger said that in Moana.
And then I just thought, I'm going to loosen up my buttons, baby. and then I just thought, Jai Ho.
You're always saying that.
I'm always saying
You've always been
Yeah.
saying it with your body language,
Yeah.
the way you dance Jai Ho.
Yeah.
Jai Ho.
Yeah, Jai Ho.
We reminisced a couple of days ago about the fact that we've now understand each other's feelings. You football, me Eurovision.
Yeah.
In 2022, when Spain and the UK were in contention for the win, and then it was very close, but they didn't win. And then we understood how we felt in our respective moments.
Yeah, for sure. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I just knew in that moment I needed to give you a little phone call and just check that you were all right.
Yeah, that is very appreciative of you. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, I did the same for you for the Euros World Cup.
Yeah, when we got knocked out and I was watching us get knocked out.
You were
by
at
France
a
in
viewing
France.
party,
Yeah.
and I couldn't get hold of you, so I messaged people that I knew you were with, and I'd be like, she doesn't have to pick up the phone. I just need to know that she's okay and not near a bridge or anything. Yeah. Everything I know about football I've learnt from you and the Masked Singer.
So the great thing about Sam is that he knows one footballer, and the footballer is Teddy Sheringham.
Yeah.
And
Best footballer of all time, according to the lesbian school caretaker at school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who I know well. And she's here. So basically, every time Sam is asked a football question, he will say Teddy Sheringham. And then on The Masked Singer, it became clear that there was a footballer, and Sam just went, "It's Teddy Sheringham."
Everyone thought it was Michael Owen.
But
No.
Sam knew in his
No,
heart.
flop. Absolutely not. The tree was, of course, Teddy Sheringham.
Of course.
Of course.
How did you know it was? Do you know it? The way they sang was like a footballer.
Or all the
no,
clues were football.
The clue. One of the clues was, "I'll do football," and then I was like,
Shit, okay, cool.
Teddy Sheringham does that.
Very perceptive.
And I was
of
right.
Sam.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
I was
perceptive.
right.
Was it Teddy Sheringham?
It was Teddy Sheringham.
huge.
No, that's huge.
Hey!
Heyo!
Mamma
Sometimes
mia.
they're just good
Here
old.
we go again.
No one gets hurt in some jokes. It's nice. It doesn't have to punch up or down. It can just sort of tickle in the middle. You know, it's nice. Hugh, you've not done the podcast yet.
No, we were meant to meet yesterday morning.
Yes.
Yesterday morning.
We tried to.
Yeah.
We will make it happen.
Yeah, sure.
When you do the pod, what do you think your topic will be?
Oh, this is a lot. I normally would give this at least 40 seconds of thought.
Sure, of course.
We
can sit here in
probably
silence.
Pokemon.
It's
Because we have an interest in that, don't we?
already been done.
Wait, already been done?
CMB.
CMB
did it.
Okay.
And we covered a lot. We covered about which Pokemon you'd be most okay of having sex with.
Oh, do you want to hit the top 10?
Yeah. Yeah.
Got to immediately think of 10. Fuck.
Start at number 1 and then work backwards.
Okay, Lopunny, I guess, imagine.
We're all gonna say Lopunny.
Can you describe that
It's
Pokemon?
Right.
Rabbit, but...
Sorry, there's some non-virgins at the table, so you gotta...
Okay, sorry, yeah. So the bread's rabbit, but it's a bit sexy. I think they made up...
Like Lola Bunny vibes?
Kind of, yeah.
So the Pokemon people making the Pokemon went through a phase of making. I believe the term is waifu, where they make like a Pokemon that men playing the game can imagine is their wife.
Okay, so it's
I'm
like
not
the way that Disney
condoning
parks
this.
started opening Star Wars attractions for the dads.
No, I don't think it's like that in any way.
The thing is, there's like also humans in that game. So couldn't they have
Yeah.
just made like a nice human wife?
No.
Who wants a
Got it.
human wife?
Got
You
to
get a
be a
human
Pokemon.
now, you don't want a human wife, not,
No.
not in this world.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well then, our cards on the table. Raichu.
God, on the table, Raichu. Oh my god.
Why Raichu?
Cause like Pikachu's, you're edging on, you're like
Too young.
Yeah, it's problematic.
Yeah.
Whereas Raichu,
Yeah.
Fully evolved.
is that the fully evolved? Or
Yeah,
is
the
Yeah,
age
fully
of
evolved.
consent in the Pokemon world is once they've passed level 18, then you can do what you like to them. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yes.
That would be
Let's start.
such a good bit if you just got an audience full of just Pokemon fans. Which I think you can request at the Edinburgh Fringe.
I think you can, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think right, like Pikachu, it's the OG, the most famous one of the Pokemon universe. But
yeah.
age of consent.
I think
Sure, I
I think if we go there
I'm
another
in.
couple of years, they'll make another evolution in the chain, and it will be like a taller Pikachu, but with a hefty set of naturals. That's that's what La Punny is.
Yeah.
A big bunny woman with a hefty set.
How about this? Which Pokemon would you like to eat the most? Because they definitely.
Such a good question.
I think that so in the early episodes of Pokemon, they had this like had this episode they've now banned, but it's like a little like I think like one of the Team Rocket guys has like a kind of crisis. And he's really hungry, and he starts imagining all the food he could be eating, and it's a sushi with Magikarp's head on it. And but they were like, oh, it's in this world they eat the Pokemon, but all the Pokemon are like sentient and are like their best friends. So they're like, we got to take that out. But it's like that's the way they thought of it. Like they actually eat all their mates.
They do.
Yeah, so Magikarp for me. Magikarp. Actually, no, Gyarados, because he's like he's like a bigger version of it. It's more of it.
I feel like that wouldn't be allowed. No.
What do you
Does
mean?
anybody else not know anything about Pokemon?
Yeah, fair, yeah, that's one hand. We'll keep going.
Oh, okay.
I'm there with you.
Sorry.
Stay strong.
I would eat an octillery. Because there's an
Well, 'cause an
octopus.
octopus, yeah.
But you could just deep fry it.
Raichu
Yeah.
for you still?
Yeah.
Fucking it, killing
yeah,
it, eating it.
I'm very much a fucking eat kind of person. Yeah, and listen, we got to remember again. There's humans in this world. Ash,
Eat them.
it'd be delicious.
But all of the humans that you meet in the game are 13-year-old children that have left home to become the very best, the best there ever was at cunniling.
What about Team Rocket? They're not 13. They have like
That's
they
true,
have
they're
like the
adults.
energy of like church camp leaders. Do you know what I mean?
That's actually very accurate.
Thank
yes. Not Jesse and James though, because they're very queer coded. I think.
I've been to church camp. yeah, I stand by it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. You have no idea any Pokemon.
I grew up in Russia. This is just so completely over my head.
Is there a Russian equivalent of Pokemon?
Well, I think they did have Pokemon in Russia, but I just never got into it.
What was your obsession around that time then when you were like 10 or 11, 12?
Probably like Disney stuff. I'm so
Disney
sorry.
stuff.
And then like
Communism.
that. Very good, very good. No, that only started when I started dating Horatio. I will say I was, but then I early bloomer, and then just like directly from Disney into like the OC.
Oh, okay.
So there was no transition in the middle.
Remind me, is OC the one with
I've been on the run, driving in the sun,
Looking
looking
out
out
for
for
number
number
one.
one.
California, here we come, right back where we started from. California, California, here we come.
What a lovely reminder that Nicole Scherzinger is a wonderful singer. No, I was going to say that's the one with she.
Misha Barton?
That's the one, Misha Barton.
Long torso. Do you remember early 2000s? Huge time for long torsos, lady.
Oh, big long torso time. Yes.
Because
yes.
you'd have no pubes, so you could have your bikini go as low as your lips.
Oh, some people are so lucky.
Long torso.
It's like a snake. She had almost no legs. Crazy.
Like those in it.
Her legs was as tall as a pint glass. Crazy.
Or like the grasshoppers in Man in Black. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
I feel like we're getting hornier. So shall we ask a question that we planned to ask before the show? Shag, marry, kill?
Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this is all of us?
I
in a row?
think the three of it will go one by one
Okay.
to the other three.
Okay.
Chloe?
Well, does everyone promise not to get offended?
I'm sure this question must have come up.
We've
Yeah.
done it before and no one got offended, so it's
yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one of us didn't die. That's good.
So, for me...
This is how like a really good like A24 horror movie would start.
Oh yeah.
Right?
The
Mary
lighting's-
fuck kill, and
the
then
lighting's
the
right.
kill dies.
That is actually so... Okay, we're pitching this. Call up Andrew Doyle. We need a director. Okay, so for me, it's gonna be a strong case of marry Sam, because Sam and I already lived together over the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and I think we're very compatible flatmates.
Mm-hmm.
It would be Shag Olga for, obvious
Lesbian reasons.
lesbian reasons, and then kill my little boy Hugh because I know he wouldn't give one fuck. And actually, sometimes it seems like he might be grateful.
Only by your hand. Yeah, sure. No, I don't mind that at all. I don't just. That's fine. I'm absolutely fine with that. How would you kill me?
Me and Raichu. Once we fucked, we team up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So
Kill Annie.
yeah. Well, he'd electrocute you, right, Raichu?
Yeah, to
Yeah.
death.
Yeah. So.
And then eat.
Yeah, I think you'd be nicely sort of
Yeah.
quite roasted nicely from
Okay,
the inside
okay,
by
cool, brilliant.
via electrocution.
Very good.
Love you.
Love you too.
Hugh?
I'll kill Chloe.
It's death pact.
Yeah,
It's death pact.
It's death pact. It's death pact. Kill Chloe. I'd bang Olga, and I'd marry you, Sam.
Oh,
Yeah. Olga, you don't know anything about Pokemon, so I couldn't marry you.
that's true. You have
Also,
nothing to talk about.
last time we played this, I was the only one that didn't die. So what's fucking changed?
You
Your
threatened
negative
to kill
attitude. You
Hugh.
threatened to kill me.
it's
Yeah,
correct.
good,
I
yeah.
think it's probably where I went in the game last time, so I got away with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you just went last time. If you go first and say you want to kill me, I'll just say I want to kill you. I'm
Yeah, that's
I'm bitter like that.
Yeah, I understand.
But yeah, I've also yeah, we of the three of us, I've only ever I don't think have I kissed you.
No, never.
I've
I
never
think-
kissed Chloe. We kissed 2 days ago, didn't we? So that was nice.
You sure
Yeah.
did.
So we did DJ's comedian battles, me and Hugh, and I was talking him through the tactics, and it was like, right, what we'll do is we'll put a big shift in, we'll sing our 3 songs, we'll get everyone up and going, but if we need it, what we'll do is we'll pull out a big kiss at the end. And I was like, are you okay with tongues? Let's fucking go for it. And then at the end of our 3 songs, I felt that the vibe wasn't particularly there for us to kiss. And I was like, I don't think we need it. Like, I think we can win without the kiss. But obviously, like, I wasn't able to communicate this with my eyes. So Hugh just grabbed my face and my mouth was so pressed together, and then I just felt his tongue go in. And I was like, I guess we're doing it now then, okay.
This is a betrayal. I knew things were off when we put it in the group and you did an emoji on it. You did not a single emoji on it. We kissed last night, nothing on there. Not even
Yeah, it was a
not
neutral
even a thumbs
segment.
up. Crazy. Whatever. It won us the battle. We got the trophy.
We'll be together in death.
Okay, fine. No, so I'd marry Sam. I'd fuck Olga.
Sexless, absolutely absent marriage with Huge. Just like we just do our own thing. You know, like the Helena Bonham Carter, Tim Burton thing where they had separate houses?
Yeah, sure.
That's our
yeah.
vibe.
There's a bridge we meet on once a day to swap foodstuffs.
Once a day, or like once a month. And no, I love you, my husband. And
If you don't nice to me, I won't put you in the films.
but was just like a sort of an agreement to start the marriage about 20 years in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I will say that as much sort of I do think our sex would be significantly better than whatever I do
If
with
I
Sam.
get killed by all three of you, I'm doing a big jump and then walking off the show.
And that is why I'll have sex with you.
Thank you. No. Say what you were going to say.
What I was going to say is that the very first year that we did the
Yeah.
Edinburgh Fringe, Sam and I shared a bed,
Mhm.
and we were like, we're going to fuck.
Yeah.
And Sam was like, we were so invested, and we got so close to actually doing it that he went and met the man who became his husband.
Yeah. I will.
Because he
I
was
will.
so scared. He was like,
just-
no, I
and
have
just
to
to-
actually do it, won't I?
Just to be clear, when we made this pact, I'd been gay for quite some time, but I was
We
just
were
like,
going to
no,
fuck
I'm
as a bit.
as a bit. We were doing it for the bit.
Sam's only been talking like this, what, 1-2 years before? Before it was extremely different.
It could still happen. You never know.
Okay.
So
David
basically-
is away on work like a lot.
He's my great white whale. Do you know what I mean?
Fine, kill me, fine.
I will say that I 100% am sure the sex with you would be significantly more pleasant than it will be with Sam.
Yeah. I would try.
But the promise of that 2016 shared bed, it's still in the back of my head.
Yeah.
But you have my blessing.
Thank you so much.
Daddy, what about you, Daddy?
Yeah, I think I would marry Chloe. I would have sex with you somehow.
What do you mean somehow?
I'm not sure who's doing what.
I've never been gay before. You take the lead.
Oh.
Okay, I don't think you want that. I don't think you know what you're saying.
I don't know what it means. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I would have to kill Olga by default. Yeah.
Because I keep trying to have sex with you.
Gotta kill the threat.
She's Russian.
Do you remember the trip where we first asked this question?
Now, was it the trip where... Have we done 3 trips?
I believe we've done 3 trips. So for all of your benefit, what we like to do every now and again is we like to say we're going to do a little creative writers retreat. And then what actually happens is we rent an Airbnb in an unusual location, and then we cook a very big dinner, maybe take an edible, and then we don't do any writing.
We rap in my
leave.
car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone freestyle raps in the car. I'll let you guess which one freestyle rapped.
Okay, now there was a summer
He
where...
was holding a beer bottle. I'm gonna go full throttle.
Now listen, there was a summer where I watched a lot of Abandon Man doing his improvised rapping, and I thought that looks easy. So the first trip we went to Battle
Near Hastings. Yeah.
and we hotboxed Hugh's car. And then the second one we went
Would
to...
you say you went full throttle?
I went full throttle.
Tokyo Drift.
And that was
Yeah.
the time where your radio was broken, so we only had one CD, which was a CD that I bought of Kasabian.
She's in love. I'm in love with the
But it's a
same
single.
You're in love with
It wasn't the album, just a single.
No, it was the album, but the only song we all liked on the album was the
Was
song
You're
You're in Love with a Psycho.
You're in Love with a
So we just
Psycho.
played that over and over and over. And then...
on that trip as well, I would like to draw attention to the fact that we played a big game of Trivial Pursuit, and me and Chloe were on a team, you guys were on a team. We got the last question. If we got it right, we'd have won. And I guessed the answer.
Oh, yeah, amazing! It was amazing.
I don't even remember the question,
It was amazing.
but I guessed the answer, Benazir Bhutto.
And I went, who the fuck is that?
And then Olga goes, yeah, that's right. And Chloe was in such disbelief that she punched me really hard in the arm.
I'd never heard of Benazir Bhutto. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, babes? And then you were right, and I punched you in the dick.
I think she was president of Egypt?
I can't
I don't know. I said the
We'll
right thing
fix
at the
this in
right
post.
time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Second one, we went to, I can't remember where, but
This
time,
was like the
Was
little
that
hut.
the one with the goat?
No, the goat was Battle.
The goat was
but then
Battle.
The second one was when we hotboxed the house. Then
Oh!
then we went
yeah.
out. We went outside and locked ourselves out.
Locked ourselves out.
And then it was one of those situations where it was like it was kind of like what you should do in a sitcom, where you sort of put everyone into a difficult situation and then see how that character sort of survives. And I think we all had like a very different take. So maybe we should go around saying how we all survived it. So I just remember I peered in the window and the Wi-Fi was written on the wall, so I accessed the Wi-Fi and started watching the football.
and also, I will say, by this point, we'd arrived there and we went outside and we were like, let's have a big fat J. So we were very high. We were very high.
We got out
we
for
were
a
also
dube.
locked out at the time where we hadn't quite hit, so it was a race against time to get into the house before we were
And this Airbnb was like, it's so in the middle of nowhere that it was like I had to drive the car down like maybe I'd say 4 country lanes to get there.
And I was
there was nothing around us. Bad vibes.
I'd taken up beatboxing at that point.
Yeah.
I was using the gear stick as my mic.
Yeah. We also had one phone that was on maybe 5% battery.
And I was
no
using
signal.
it to watch football.
Yeah. I was laughing so hard because of the panic, because I was like, the situation is so desperate in which the car keys are in the house, the phones are all in the house. There's one phone left. We don't have any. We've got nothing. We can't get in the car. I just started to like cry laughing. I was on the floor crying laughter.
You
'cause
were
I was
laughing,
like,
I was crying.
it was
I
winter.
Crying, obviously.
It was like very cold, and I was like, we're gonna die. We're gonna fucking die.
So you were laughing, I was watching the football, and then you two went into practical mode.
I think you more than me.
I called the Airbnb guy, and then we found there was like an extra key somewhere hidden behind the house. But obviously, as the weed was hitting, some really basic tasks were harder and harder to do.
Yeah.
So it felt like a video game level that we just like could not clear. And then I remember once we did get back in, I burst into tears immediately.
Oh, that's
because
not you.
I missed my ex-boyfriend at the time, who we will not name, but has been mentioned earlier in this episode.
It was Horatio the Commons. Should we finish on the pièce de résistance, the final piece in the
I think
Airbnb
we must,
puzzle?
seeing as someone here has written a song about it.
So, okay.
Well, your song isn't totally factual.
No.
But the reason we went on this third Airbnb trip is because. So I received, these 3 were all together, and I received a voice note.
Oh, I forgot this is how it all started.
And the voice note said, we found out that San Marino has like an open sort of audition or whatever, like call out.
Una voce para San Marino. I know what I'm talking about. You can
so
just apply openly.
basically, if anyone can apply to do Eurovision for San Marino. So they voice noted me saying, okay, we're going to apply to do Eurovision for San Marino. We've booked an Airbnb in Newcastle.
To write the song.
Well,
in Newcastle.
We've booked an Airbnb in Newcastle.
Specifically.
So like half an hour outside Newcastle and in a taxi. You've got to come. We're writing a song for San Marino for Eurovision. I went, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
So then
the concept for the song is called Margarita Por Favor.
Yeah.
And it's just a list of famous cocktails.
Yes.
And the idea is that you just...
So I do the build up and then you'll do the it's like...
No,
it's
so
like
wait. No, the concept of the song is that you walk into the club.
Very polite.
Do you not remember this? You walk into the club and everyone wants to fuck you,
Everyone
girls,
wants to have
gays,
sex
they.
with you, and
But you only want
there.
to fuck a margarita.
Yeah, you just want a margarita. And sometimes people offer you other drinks, like a martini, and you say, fuck off. Go to hell, I want a margarita. And that's the basis of the song.
Like, so I think it was like, but it was like... And then it's... Margarita, por favor.
Tell me what you're waiting for. Margarita, por favor. It's a good song.
Okay, but that's all we
It
got
was
as far as.
Eurovision bait.
The best bit was when we were sat writing lyrics and I had to explain to Olga, we can say that you consult the rim, but we can't say at Eurovision, salt my rim, because that's too suggestive.
So we'd had a lot of things happening. We'd cooked like a big... Was it like a Thanksgiving meal as well?
We made a Thanksgiving meal. I made like a little chocolate pudding thing.
I had my first sweet potatoes and marshmallows together.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I think it's going to be ungodly, divine.
Yeah.
And we'd had, I'd say, too many edibles, I would say.
Yeah, so You brought them, right?
Yeah, and they weren't working, so we doubled down and tripled down and quadrupled down. And at some point,
Well,
the
you-
songwriting
there-
kind of took a back seat.
There were 3 edibles of different severities, and the heaviest of them, you said, what did you say that third edible did to you on the airplane?
Oh, it made me calm.
Well,
Whilst watching.
Was it the Lost City? The Lost City, sorry. Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Try not to come watching that film. Okay, Sam Lake?
But you said it wasn't during a sex scene. You said it was during a car
chase. It was a car chase. It was a car chase. I thought the tension of the car reaching the other
Yeah.
car, and it just got me there. And yes, the person sitting next to me knew exactly what was happening.
What did we watch on TV? I think we watched a football game and Drag
Guys, you're
Race.
missing so
Sorry.
much of the key information.
Okay, sorry. You go for it.
Sorry.
You go for it.
Remember when we got into the hot tub?
So that's
Well,
that's
yes.
after. This is
That
pretty
was
hot
after
tub.
we had a big meal.
So we had a big meal.
Had a
We'd
big
watched.
meal.
We'd done everything. We watched Drag Race and the football game. So everyone was in a good mood.
And we popped the first 2 edibles, I think.
Yeah.
Got into the hot tub for a
We
dip.
watched football. That's so nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also watched GB News at one point.
No, that was
Just to see what was
To
happening.
honor our teacher.
How do you put the mic in the mic?
And then we left the hot tub, and then we're like, should we have the third edible, have another dip in the hot tub, and then we'll call it an evening.
And then
And this
And
hot
then-
tub was incredible, by the way. This
Oh,
hot
so
tub, there were
good.
fountains in this hot tub. There
Yeah.
was there was speakers in the hot tub, so you could like Bluetooth, and it was a sensation
And we
overdrive.
all
Wonderful.
violently came.
no, that's not
No.
what happened.
No.
So this is
I
what
must-
happened. This is what happened.
This is
okay.
what happened.
So this is my perception of what happened, and
Okay.
I think I had the sanest perception of it all because
Okay.
at no point did I feel horny, and at no point did I come.
No,
did
this
not
is
have
the-
that effect
okay,
on me.
this is- okay.
It did not have that effect on me. I did not come. So what happened was, I was sat in the hot tub, and we were all like sat there like this, and then at
Yeah.
one point, do you know this, you? So at one point, Olga goes, "I think there's someone in the house." Because the hot tub is outside the
Paranoid,
house.
little bit. You can be both paranoid and horny.
Yeah.
So anyway, what happens is she goes, "Hugh, can you please go back into the house and check if someone is like invading the house?" And we were like, "Well, don't say Hugh. Like, we don't want him to go to his there." She was like, "No, Hugh goes."
I was
and
so
then,
high.
and then when Hugh was in the house, Olga turns to me and Sam and goes, "I think Hugh's trying to murder us."
I don't remember that.
And then
at
there was,
all.
and then suddenly there was a man in the house trying to kill you.
And we were like, "Let him go."
Yeah.
And then what happens is Hugh comes back and goes, "There's no one in the house." I then get out of the hot tub. And
Because
I,
what did you say? Do you remember what you said? Because I remember what you said.
I don't remember what
You
I
said the hot tub is too stimulating for me. I think I might come. This is because it's because you'd already said
No.
because you had leaned.
No. You're painting a picture without any
You said it was
colours. No.
overstimulating and you had to leave.
No. I said it was overstimulating, but like in the way that like it was too much for my body, but not in a sexual way. It was
Yeah.
just like I was just like, "Oh, there's too many sensations. I have to go and sit and watch. It's really important. I go and watch GB
It's
News
fine to
right
say you
now."
wanted to come. It's fine to say you wanted to come.
So
I
what-
didn't want to come. I would tell you if I wanted to come. There has been so many times in my life that I wanted to come. I'll list them.
You see Raichu on the TV.
Right, you on the TV. Javine Hilton gets knocked out of Girls Aloud.
Why did that make you want to come? All I could do was
Sympathy
cry.
She's
Right.
She's an empath.
So,
Okay.
if I may
You
take the
over.
reins,
Yeah.
Chloe's left the hot tub.
I'm out of action. I'm out.
She's
of the game.
out. The 3 of us, not too far apart from each other, we all decided to leave the hot tub. I remember you being pretty, like, let's use the word relaxed. And you left the hot tub first, then me and Hugh left. And then we all went to bed.
But this was after a long time.
Long time.
And then you came back
You've been,
in.
like,
You watched
you
GB
frothing
News.
Watch a little bit of GB News.
I
Headliners.
remember
yeah.
this. 100%. You've missed this. In the hot tub, at one point there was a moment of silence, and you leant over to me or Olga, and you went, "I think I'm about to come."
No.
You did say, "I think."
Stop accusing people of saying
I
what
remember
to
this.
hear.
Stop accusing people of saying they wanted to come in the hot tub.
Yes. No. What
I've
happened
come 4
was.
times during this recording.
What happened was, once we were all back in and we went to bed, Chloe was already in bed. I was sharing
No.
the bed with...
No. You came back in. We watched a bit of GB News together. Then we watched a bit of the Horn Section TV show. I remember that quite well because we had some views on it. And then we all brushed our teeth and went to bed. And then I didn't know any of this happened. I
Right.
was just sleeping.
these two are sharing a bed. Me and Chloe are sharing a bed. I thought I had handled all three of the edibles very well. I felt fine. And then I got into bed with Chloe, and then...
We fucked, and Olga was really fucking jealous.
I was wearing a big Raichu costume. It got her going. No, I got onto my side of the bed, turned the lights off, put my head down on the pillow, ready for a lovely, relaxed evening of sleep. And then instead what happened was it felt like 45 minutes of both feeling like I was going to die and the most violently sexual dreams I've ever had in my entire life.
You guys want my weed hookup?
But like some stuff was happening, like a lot of like, I'm not proud of what I imagined happening to me, but because it was so I was just like, am I actually there? But it wasn't. Nothing was happening. And then what?
Was I involved?
No.
Okay.
No. It was all men, that most of whom I know in real life.
Hello.
I said men, and then
You don't see Asians as men. Interesting.
I left the bed. I got up, partly because I didn't feel well, and also because I felt it was inappropriate to be that horny in a bed with someone who's not my husband. And then I got up. Chloe woke up when I got out of bed, and you were like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yes, I'm fine." But in my head, I was thinking, "I'm so horny, I think I might die." And then I threw up 3 times in the next 45 minutes. And then I was like, I can't go back to bed because that's where the sex stuff happens. So I fell asleep on the sofa, and there was no bedding, so I fell asleep under a towel. And then
we should finish with the next morning.
The next morning, we all leave. We get an Uber to Newcastle Station. The Uber driver really wants to have a chat with me because
Sam sits at the front because he's the most affable of the four of us.
Most motion sickness, and so
motion sickness as well. Yeah.
So he wants to have a chat. I think if you had the 4 of us in an Uber, the Uber driver is most likely to chat to Chloe. You give the bands.
Yeah, but they're most likely to sit with the person up the front.
I do understand that.
I think, yeah.
But I was feeling very nauseous, and I didn't want him to talk to me. And then by the time we got to the station, my nausea went back into horniness. And then I thought, if he says one more word to me, I'm going to have to ask him to stop the car in the middle of traffic so I can come out the window. But I didn't.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't until we stopped somewhere for a coffee, and then I said all this to Chloe, and Chloe was like, I had no idea any of this was happening.
And the good news is that this year we will be representing San Marino in the
Yeah.
Eurovision Song Contest.
Oh my goodness.
Por favor.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Well, this has been fun. Can we end on the little mini game we do at the end of every episode?
Yeah.
Yay.
And then we go.
Wait, what's
does
the
anyone?
minigame?
You wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, buzz, yeah.
Does anyone know what the mini game is? Great. Okay, lovely. Quickfire feelings, random things. You just need to tell me how they make you feel.
Are we all going round?
I think let's very briefly as a group. We'll go this way around the table. Dark chocolate.
Why not milk?
Correct.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit.
A little bit.
1 square regret.
1 square regret.
Yeah.
Love that. Raygun, the Australian breakdancer.
Marry and shag and kill.
Correct.
Ashling B, the closest we'll get.
When I saw it, I kind of want to give her a little spoon.
Oh, I thought you meant an actual spoon.
Yeah.
Fight club, but everyone in it has a sore tummy, so they never fight.
Aww.
I don't want to talk about it. It's the first rule.
Very good.
And the second rule.
I haven't been real this whole time. I am your Tyler Durden.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd love that for me.
Thank you.
Should we make some soap?
I would like someone to ghost me like that one day. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not your boyfriend. I don't exist.
My name isn't Horatio, and I'm definitely not a communist.
Katy Perry's current era.
Okay, camp. It's back into camp.
Back into camp.
Well, the fact that the Balearic Islands are suing her because she didn't get permission to film the music video on the beach.
We need to stop and hang. Sorry, excuse me?
It's back.
Ibiza is suing Katy Perry?
Yes, it's back into camp. It's camp.
It's camp. Hugh?
Who's Katy Perry?
Sorry,
Oh, I do know.
Catherine Hudson
Come
is
on,
her
I know
real name.
I know what Katy. The gasp from the audience. I know who Katy Perry is. She's married to Legolas.
I thought you were talking about Katie Price, and I was going to say, hello, you cunts.
Well, you know Katie Price, there's a photo going around. We can't talk about it. Katie Price, there's a photo going around of Katie Price. Have any of you heard about the photo of Katie Price? She should be so lucky if you know what was happening in the photo. How do you feel about muesli?
Oh, fucking disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
My father's favourite cereal.
Is it really?
Yes.
Interesting.
My favourite cereal, I'm Hugh's father.
Finally, how do we feel about an espresso and tonic?
What?
I know.
One
does
or
that
the
mean?
other, grow up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Espresso and tonic.
What, as a drink? As a drink?
Sometimes-
What?
Yeah,
People
it's a
drink.
thing, espresso, and then you just put tonic
Is
water
this-
in it over ice.
Sometimes, like, this version of gay in the 4 group becomes too much and we don't understand what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the Kinsey scale in real life.
Is this the pop star Samantha? Is this her thing?
Popstar Samantha?
Who's
Who's Popstar Samantha? Samantha Mumba?
Yeah, sure. There's a pop star called Samantha.
There's probably several.
Are you talking about Sabrina Carpenter?
Oh, Samantha Fox?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, Sabrina Carpenter.
I'm
Sabrina.
a straight translator.
Yeah, sorry. Is this Sabrina's drink?
That's that me espresso.
Yeah.
I know the Charlie XCX dance. I did it for TikTok.
That's really good.
That's a different song and different.
No, I'm just saying
Yeah.
that I'm a youthful person.
You know 2 women who sing songs.
Yeah,
3 if you count Nicole Scherzinger.
yeah.
Lovely.
I don't like that drink. It sounds horrible.
Would anyone in the audience like to ask us a random thing and find out how we feel about it? Shout anything out?
And then
You want to say something, I can see.
What? No.
Oh, okay. Great, we're going to end on quite like a bum note there then, I guess. How have you enjoyed being on the live pod?
We
so
really enjoyed
good.
it.
Thank
do it
you
every
so
day.
much.
We should do it every
Same time
day.
tomorrow?
See
Yeah,
you
why
there.
not? What are you guys doing tomorrow?
Big jump.
You're free. Right, we've
Big
got
jump.
these 2 in. We've got these 2 in. I love you all very much and thank you for being my friend and also for doing this show.
I love you.
And that's very nice.
No.
No, I have a
no,
husband.
not
No. Thank you all so much for coming to this live pod. I hope you enjoyed it.
Give it up for Sam Lake!
Thanks. I want to say it's a pay what you want show. So if you just came in for free and were just like, oh, this is a bit of a laugh, there'll be someone with a bucket, or maybe it's me with a bucket. I don't know. If you want to give a little tip or donation to cover the cost of putting on a show, you can. If you don't want to, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for being a part. Do I have to give you release forms to have your permission to use your laughter and sounds in the pod? You're all cool with it, right? Yeah, great, lovely, great, lovely, great. Everyone get out then. Thank you so much for being here. Goodbye.